Hey everyone, thanks so much for pressing play again. I just thought I'd share a few more of my thoughts for today, visually, and it's like a bit of a video diary thing again. Basically, yeah, just tying a few things in. I want to start really with Mikhail. It's someone I've never really heard of until today, but let's just have a little quick rundown of this. This is obviously just pausable at any point for you to be able to read and catch up with this, but she was basically the daughter of Saul, who was the king of Israel. But Israel is Isis, Ra, and El. They're all those three. They've got the gods. Ra is Satan, could be Ra is Satan, and El is the Elam. But I don't want to get all into that bit on this video, but because I'll just confuse myself. I'm not fully up to speed. But that's how I see Israel now. But Saul was the king of it, and Michal was his daughter. But there's a link with David, who defeated Goliath. But there's also some other. It's really worth just doing the Wikipedia of Michal, because I want to just tie in a few things. See, I'll get to that bit there. Basically, they became married eventually, shortly after the defeat of Goliath there. But he did decline at first, because it was only the offer of the older daughter. But then look at what he had to do when he was invited to marry Michal. He asked him to, you can just read that bit. But this is what it's like. What? And there's a lot more to read. But I'd just like to just remember that name, like Michal, there. But I want to just quickly follow on from the previous videos, just with a catch up of all of that, because this is all still playing out over here. It must be in America, because these are all American stars that are suddenly all available now to do all of this. There's so many stars available to do all of this that's coming up. Unbelievable. Also, that happened last night. Sorry, that bit. Tying in again with all sorts of things I've been talking about for a while. But look what it comes back from. I mean, I've not followed music press and stuff and popular music for ages. Like I say, I occasionally go to the library and catch up with. I have to Google what albums have come out from people that I know I like and see what they're called and try and find them and stuff. But then remember the kind of bands that are still around that I like. And I don't like to spend too long in the library. But it looks like he's got a solo career already, was pretty pre-planned beginning of this year, by the looks of it. Oh, what a coincidence. And remember the name of his band that he had? BDI. Again, no coincidences in any of this. But that gig was last night. I've already kind of made my point clear that that was his bargain with the devil. He had to do that. And this is going to be coming up. But then you've also got, the Noel Gallagher's 50th. So it was all pretty much for that. They've allowed him the fame and the fortune. They told him to do that album, Be Here Now. It's got all the code in there that I've exposed, but this is all the stuff from that weekend, and it did seem to be a big weekend. thing. His birthday was actually the Monday, so it definitely was 7 days later. I mean, again, you can Google all of this, but it's just sickening when you start looking at it, because it was, when you find out what the theme was, it was cocaine apparently. It's just one big like fest of all of these people that are under that Illuminati umbrella that know they've got the bargain with it. But I just want to draw your attention to this, which is the invite. And that's, remember, that's an invite, so that must have gone out. The invite doesn't go out 7 days before. 50. Let's face it, this is Noel Gallagher's 50th birthday. This is going to be planned for a while. Look at that straight away, the background, that's butterfly. Okay, let's go down a bit more. Now this is a takeoff of the Pablo Escobar, apparently. Must be some Netflix program, I don't know. I'm just finding this all out and sharing it with everyone because I want to, it needs to be shared. But straight away there, decode quickly that one. You got 3 blacks. You've got the 4, but it's the 3 there, really. Triangles, you've got, you know, straight away you got your triangle in the background. Looks like that's the top going up, yeah. I'm not really sure about the picture. Maybe get some comments on what we think that is. Maybe needs to be looked at a bit better. But anyway, countdown. That's supposed to look like cocaine on it. I thought it actually was, but I've seen a few people doing these photos and that isn't actually cocaine on it, but all the invites made it look like it was on it. That's what my impression anyway. Those fingers look weird, don't they? But look at the bottom. What colour is that? Yellow and black. It's like tiger stripes. 2 tigers in the news on Monday as well. On his birthday, by the sounds of it. The party was Saturday night, but his birthday was the Monday. Now, quick decode as well. I've already done the tiger and the bumblebee. It's obvious, isn't it? Yellow and black. But it's the black ones, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That isn't 1. But then there's 7 of the yellows. So it's like a 6 and a 7. But the 6 is the black one, which I thought was quite maybe telling. And then that's just a triangle all on its own kind of thing. That's my take of those stripes. But anyway, I need to watch the length of this video. But yeah, so there's that all kicking off as well, just over this weekend. So they're all having a great time, look. It's like, whoa, what happened, you know, a week before? Are they forgetting? But also tomorrow is the anniversary of that, Sergeant Pepper's, which again ties in with the 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper told the band to play, because they told the Oasis to play the Be Here Now album, which I had got it up on my screen, but it's all reset itself there, which is great. Quickly. No. So look, this has been so much. No, it's not that one. It's like every single day something else is happening. This is all, you can see the timestamps on my older videos, but things are starting now to take other synchronicity forms. I got away with having that one as the full song, but that's the whole song of that Fading Out by Oasis. I was allowed the copyright on it, I don't know how. But I'm not going to play it, but please check that out.
Really speak too much on this one because
I never knew about copyright and stuff at this point. I didn't know what YouTube was much. Look, somehow the license came up on it. I didn't pay anything for that, not that I'm aware of. But this all goes back from months ago. I was talking about Oasis. I mean, Rita knows because she was the one that was commenting with me. I think Zenith started to as well back at that point. So it's like the Oasis thing is still there. It's not, that isn't going away. But I just want to come back to, let's just clear that bit up actually. I want to just quickly draw the attention to one of these pictures. Let me find it. That's the top now. Here. So this is, yeah, Madonna, Bono, Stella McCartney. Apparently they're A-list, they described it as. Look at the timestamp of Madonna's tweet. 223. Not a coincidence. Oh, sorry. I've got it on my other one, but that's worth pausing as well. But this is other things that were popping up in my search. But that's 223 when I did the search of 223. That's also quite interesting, that Jewish one. But 223 is the reverse of 322. Skull and Bones. So that's Madonna's input, and her tweet says something about worlds colliding. So she's trying to put coding in it as well. But quickly to tie this video up, going back to Michal. I don't know how you pronounce her name there. Michal maybe. But today's news in England was this. Michal Kazil. And it's spelled exactly the same way. It's not normally how you'd spell Michael. So again, they're coding the news here with this story. This guy hasn't escaped. And I did email myself the story because I'd decoded the numbers from it. But it wasn't that difficult. Our computers went a bit funny at work today, so I was able to do a bit of stuff. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that actually, but none of my bosses are going to see these videos, hopefully. I'm not fussed if they do, to be honest. I'm just telling the truth. But his name is Michal, and some of the stories earlier, his surname had it as Kaiser, but it's changed now to Kizel. See, there it is, Kaiser. See, what is it? How are they spelling it? They keep changing the spelling. Kizel there, BBC. What's his name? But his first name isn't changing. But Kaiser, for me, reminded me of The Usual Suspects, Kaiser Soze. But his age of, 30. They put in like the 33, just it's very simple, isn't it? Just adding the mirror of it. But I mean, believed to have a razor blade. That bit made me laugh because it's like, oh, is that all? Has he not got like a toothbrush or, like they could have put anything there, but they've put razor blade. And it reminds me of a song called What's the Story? Morning Glory. Cheers.